Hey guys, Noah here. Welcome back to my channel, but if it's your first time, then hello, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some of the plants that have been growing the most for me this spring 2021. I love doing these type of videos and I love watching other people's. I'm really excited to kind of compare some of these plants to some of my older videos, as well as in the future being able to compare them to, who knows, spring 2022. Hopefully we're still doing videos together and we'll be able to see how they compare if the same plants are growing the most. So I'm really just going to share with you guys some of the plants that have been growing the most this spring. I've actually have quite a few that have been doing really well this spring, and like some of them that have surprised me, because there's certain plants where all winter they like don't produce any new growth, and then all of a sudden spring comes around and they really are just thriving and giving you all these new growths. And my plants pretty much always have the same light because I do have these grow lights, so the light doesn't change. But I'm like, how do they know that it's spring if the light is always the lighting is always the same for them? So I don't really understand it, but they are just thriving, and I'm really excited to share with you guys some of those plants. So I'm gonna go behind the camera and show you guys what plants I have are doing the best, and let's get started with the video. Alright, so this is my plant shelf, but before we get into what plants are doing the best there, I have to share with you guys what plant is growing the most behind the scenes. So like literally, look, this is where I'm filming this video for you guys. And then I have this Scindapsus pictus, and it is just thriving. It literally reached the floor last week and I just chopped it. But it is just growing so much. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. Every single day there's a new leaf. Like, it's insane how much it's growing. So super happy with this one, and it had to be the first plant I shared with you guys. It is just gorgeous. All right, so my Hoyas for some reason didn't do anything in the winter, like absolutely nothing. So all of this growth on these plants, all these Hoyas right here are just all happened this spring. So for example, this is a Crimson Queen. This whole vine right here was not here. It literally ended right there. It didn't have this vine back here, and it didn't have any of these vines. It was just like in the pot. So for all this to come out in like a month or two, since spring has started, actually maybe it's more than that, for all of this to come out and it just looks absolutely beautiful and gorgeous and healthy, that makes me so happy. So same thing with this Crinkle 8. All these leaves right here are new growth. So none of that was there before, and as you could see, it's still giving me a ton of new growth. Like every single vine is showing new growth. And then same thing with this Hoya Hindu Rope. It was literally just what's in the pot, and then now it's fine. These are slow growers, so like I'm super thrilled with this. This whole vine right here is brand new. I can see that it's starting to vine in other areas, like right here, and right here, and even in the middle there. So all that's a brand new growth. It didn't have that. So I absolutely love this plant. I think it might be one of my favorite Hoyas. Maybe after this one. This is probably my favorite, the Finis Red. Second place would probably be this one, and I really want to get a variegated one. It's on my wish list, so yeah, I'm on the lookout for that. If you guys know where I can get one, definitely let me know in the comments down below. It's also really hard for me to tell you guys how many plants are doing the best, because I have this Micans right here, and it recently reached like almost to the ground, and I chopped them. You can pretty much see where I chopped it. So it's still very long, but it definitely was a lot longer. So I really should include this one because it's grown a lot and it's super healthy. But I have chopped it, and a bunch of it is up on my plant shop. If you guys haven't visited that on Etsy, the link is always in the description box. So yeah, definitely making a bunch more little philodendron Micans from these props. So definitely make sure to check that out on my site. And then let's see what else is growing like crazy. These plants are all just like kind of doing their thing slowly. Nothing here is growing too crazy. The Maculata is always growing so fast. And I recently got a carnivorous plant, so he's eating happily there. That's pretty much it for this shelf. Let me take you guys over to another part in my home. All right, so this is actually in my dining room, and there's two plants here that are just going the craziest. Actually, maybe even three. But one of them is this angel wing begonia. It's the Sinbad variety. Not only has it been giving me so many new leaves, it's also been flowering. So this one is just going crazy. You can see there's new growth right there. and that it has it all over the plant. Look at this baby leaf right there. So it is just going crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it once it just gets too big for this space. It kind of already is, but yeah, that one, I just love it, so I don't even want to chop it. And then next to it, I have this Scindapsus exotica, and excuse this area, it's super dirty with like dirt everywhere. I have this Scindapsus exotica, and I've kind of been letting it trail upwards, and so yeah, it's been growing like crazy. I think it ended like right here when I bought it, and it's given me like, this leaf is gigantic, and there's, look, there's a whole nother vine right here that's starting to go up. So I started selling some cuttings of this one on the shop as well, so if you want to check that out, it's there as well. And then I do have this other Scindapsus exotica up there, not exotica, Scindapsus pictus that's going crazy. So I guess the moral of the story is my Scindapsuses are just going ham this spring. But yeah, I can't even see the face anymore on the planter because she's just got so many leaves. I'll probably have to sell that one soon. All right, so over here I have kind of a few plants that are just growing like crazy. I have this Hoya macrophylla, I believe it is, that's going crazy, and this Brazil philodendron, but I'm not even going to talk about those because there's one plant that's been doing even better than those, and that is this Adansonii. So I have another Adansonii I'll show you guys in a second, but look at this one. It's vining up the shelf. All this is brand new, like this was not even here. It's going up here, and then look, it's going back down again. So I don't know if you followed that. I'm probably have to like let it go up. There we go, let it go up. But it is just going from the third shelf all the way to the top shelf. So it is just super happy. And let me show you guys my other Adansonii. It's over here and it's doing just as good. So yeah, it is just thriving. It's got so many long vines. I recently chopped it and I swear it made no difference whatsoever. It's still growing like crazy and it's not stopping. I kind of wanted to stop a little bit because I just am running out of space here. But yeah, it's very, very happy. And then I know this is like the most boring plant to talk about, but it is just a regular jade pothos. And I swear it ended like right there last year, and then it is just trailing super long, almost gonna touch the ground. So I actually just love pothos, and I have a bunch of them around the home, and they're just so easy. And look, it's not even like getting much sunlight because it's in this dark corner, but for some reason it still grows. So next up, if you guys are not new to my channel, you've seen this plant before, but it is my Cebu blue pothos, and it is just always growing long and fast, and I take cuttings from it all the time, but it seems to make absolutely no difference. It's so long and luscious and such a full beautiful pot. So definitely that is probably one of my most fastest growing plants this spring. And then next up is my Heartleaf philodendron, and I wish I would have filmed this video sooner because I literally chopped it like yesterday and it was totally like wrapped around this whole thing, and I was like, this is just getting too crazy, and I gave it a little haircut. But I mean, it's still crazy because it's just so full looking and beautiful. So had to include this. It was literally in a 4-inch pot when I had it last year and had like 6 leaves, and now look at it. So just love the growth of this one. So on this shelf I have 2 plants that I kind of want to talk about. The first one is this Scindapsus trabui moonlight, and it is just giving me a ton of new leaves. Like they all start out rolled out like that, and then they open up and they're super light green, and then they just get this dark green after a while. So like look at all this light green foliage right here. It's just got so much new growth. I do have this one available up on the shop, so if you are interested in one of these, definitely check that out. And then let me move these. And then the second one is this one. It is an Alocasia black velvet, and it recently put out this leaf, and look at it compared to my hand. It's absolutely huge. And I don't have any alocasia that's doing this well. Like, I don't know why this one's so easy for me. So every few months it puts out a new leaf, and it doesn't really kill off the old leaves, which I love. And I think there's new growth happening in the middle there, so I'm really happy about that. But just the sheer size of this plant, like, I love it. It's so cool. So that's gonna be the last plant on this list. Thanks so much for watching my video, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what plants you have that are growing the most this spring. I'm really curious to know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post new videos every single Thursday and Sunday. I had to think about that one for a second. Hope to see you guys in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.